But what we need to talk to Merce about now is what happened at the Emirates today.
The tension around Arsenal rose sharply as news of Riccardo Calafiori's injury concern spread across North London. For a club preparing for one of the most important fixtures of their season, the timing could not have been worse. The North London derby is more than just a football match. It is a rivalry built on pride, history, and identity. It is a battle that demands every ounce of strength, focus, and tactical clarity. Yet in the days leading up to this crucial showdown, Arsenal found themselves plunged into uncertainty after reports emerged that Calafiori had picked up a worrying injury during training. Calafiori has quickly become one of the most influential defensive figures in Mikel Arteta's squad. His composure, versatility, and intelligent movement have added stability to the back line, especially during moments when Arsenal were already battling with depth challenges. So when he appeared to be in discomfort during a closed training session, the alarms inside the club were immediate and loud. Arsenal fans who had been confident and optimistic suddenly felt unease creeping into their thoughts. This was not something they expected to face so close to the derby. For Arteta, this development came at a moment when every detail matters. Preparing for a derby is about more than tactics. It is about maintaining the emotional temperature of the team. It is about keeping players mentally ready and physically sharp. Any disruption can create cracks in that preparation, and an injury scare to a key starter is perhaps the biggest disruption of all. The Arsenal manager was said to be visibly deep in thought as he assessed the situation. His staff moved quickly to evaluate the player's condition, hoping that the issue was minor and manageable. Calafiori has endured a demanding run of games since joining Arsenal. His blend of strength and technique has proven valuable, and his ability to operate both as a centre-back and as a full-back has given Arteta flexibility in his tactical setup. Losing him, even temporarily, would force the manager to rethink his entire plan for the derby. The defensive structure depends heavily on rhythm and chemistry, and a late change to the lineup can disrupt the balance in crucial ways. The derby is not a match where mistakes can be easily forgiven or corrected. As the news spread across social media, the reactions from Arsenal supporters highlighted the stress surrounding the club. Many expressed fear that this could trigger another defensive crisis like the ones Arsenal experienced in previous seasons. Others pleaded for the medical team to push for quick evaluations and updates. The uncertainty felt like a cloud hanging heavily over the training ground. Fans know how decisive the derby can be in shaping momentum, league position, and morale. A victory can lift the spirits of an entire fan base. A loss can trigger frustration and questions. Inside the club, the atmosphere was serious but controlled. Arsenal have invested significantly in their sports science and medical departments to ensure players recover faster and avoid long-term problems. Every injury is treated with caution, and no risks are taken, especially ahead of an explosive fixture like the one against Tottenham. Calafiori was immediately scheduled for further assessment to determine the extent of the issue. The staff continued to maintain confidence, but also understood the importance of preparing alternative plans in case the worst outcome became reality. The emotional weight of the derby cannot be underestimated. For the players, it represents a chance to write their names into club history. For the fans, it is a moment where passion takes over everything else. For the manager, it is a test of leadership and strategy. Every small detail can shape the final result. This is why the injury scare hit Arsenal so hard. Calafiori had been projected to play a central role in containing Tottenham's attackers, who have been in strong form. His presence is not only physical but also psychological. He brings a sense of stability to those around him. Arteta began exploring backup options immediately. Arsenal have defensive quality in the squad, but not much margin for error. Players like Kiwior, Tomiyasu, and Gabriel have stepped up before, but each combination brings different strengths and weaknesses. Choosing the right pairing ahead of such a demanding match requires deep analysis. The staff spent hours reviewing potential setups, analyzing Tottenham's tendencies and considering how best to neutralize their threats. Still, the hope remained that Calafiori would recover quickly enough to at least be available for selection. The players themselves felt the tension. Training sessions became even more focused. Movements were sharper, communication louder, and the determination to rise above the setback was clear in every drill. Arsenal have built their progress under Arteta through resilience. Every time the team faced adversity, they responded with unity. The injury scare became another test of that resilience. Instead of allowing frustration to spread, the squad used the moment as motivation to stay sharp and committed. Fans around the world kept a close eye on every update. Discussions filled forums, comment sections, and fan channels. Many pointed out that Arsenal have often faced these late injury scares before big games. Some looked back on past derbies where unexpected heroes emerged in difficult moments. Others expressed frustration that once again calamity seemed to follow the team at the worst possible time. But even among the worry, there was a strong sense of belief. Arsenal fans have seen enough progress under Arteta to trust that the team can adapt and fight. As the hours passed, the club continued monitoring Calafiori closely. The focus shifted from worry to patience. The final decision on his availability would depend on how he responded to treatment and light recovery exercises. For now, Arsenal could only prepare with the information they had. The coaching staff kept the team calm, reminding them that derbies are won through intensity, concentration, and courage. Whether Calafiori played or not, the players understood their responsibility. The North London derby demands everything from both sides. It is a match where emotions run high and errors can be costly. For Arsenal, this injury scare created an unexpected layer of difficulty, but also an opportunity to show growth. The club has often faltered in the face of such challenges, but this generation carries a different mentality. They are driven by ambition, hunger, and the desire to return Arsenal to the top. As the countdown to kick-off continues, one thing remains clear. The shadow cast by Calafiori's injury scare will only strengthen Arsenal's resolve. Whether he steps onto the pitch or watches from the sidelines, the team will know they must rise above adversity. That is the nature of football. That is the nature of the derby. And that is the challenge Arsenal must face head-on. Please like this video and subscribe.